Hey guys, how you doing? jpsarrireviews here. Now, there is a new The Lord of the Rings collectible in town, a 1/4 scale statue of Aragorn for the premium Masterline by Prime1 Studio. Now, the question is this a must-have? Well, in the next couple of minutes, we're going to find out. Alright guys, I'm here at the Prime1 Studios website, and as usual, I will have the link in the description for those who are interested. So we're gonna go on, we're gonna read the information first before we get into the pictures. There's a regular version that only has one portrait, and of course the deluxe version comes with 3 portraits, and we're gonna look at all of that. Now, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, so this is based on the Return of the King film. Aragorn, deluxe version, limited edition, to be disclosed, so we don't know the edition size yet. It depends on how many pre-orders, they get. It's $1,099. That's the price to pre-order directly from Prime1 Studio. Of course, I'm sure that this is, will be available at SciShow. Now, you can choose the payment plan. You can go up to 11 payments. And of course, you make a down payment, which if you choose those payments, so it's going to be $109.90. You can pay through PayPal, credit card, all that. And this is the estimated arrival for this will be between November of 2021 and February of 2022. So it is over more than a year. And hopefully it doesn't get, canceled. Like a lot of things are being canceled right now by Prime1 Studio, which is really sad and disappointing. So hopefully this doesn't see the same fate. I am Isidor's heir. Fight for me, and I will hold your oaths fulfill. What say you, Aragorn? Prime1 Studio is proud to present the latest addition to the premium Masterline series, 1/4 scale, Aragorn deluxe version from the epic fantasy adventure film series, The Lord of the Rings. This attention-grabbing statue features one of the main protagonists, Aragorn, the heir of Isildur, leading the army of the dead into battle during the War of the Ring. Directly inspired by the awesome scene from Return of the King, Aragorn is charging forward, proudly wielding Anduril, high and ready to slay some orcs. Charging along with him are the Oathbreakers, those who were cursed by Isildur after they abandoned their oath to aid him during the War of the Last Alliance. Only answering to an heir of Isildur, it was not until now that Aragorn has called upon them to fulfill their oath and break this curse. Aragorn and the King of the Dead lead the assault. From top to bottom, we have put the utmost attention to detail in this masterpiece. The glorious Evenstar jewel hang around the neck of the most film-accurate Viggo Mortensen likeness on the market. This deluxe version will feature 2 extra portraits to display a variety of expressions. Aragorn's sword, Anduril, has been perfectly crafted and even features the ancient inscription. We have added a translucent resin effect on the army of the dead to create the ghostly feel of the army. We have brought all these elements together to bring one of the most breathtaking scenes in the entire The Lord of the Rings trilogy to your collection. More than a must-have for fans and collectors everywhere. Now, on the specifications, we have one Army of the Dead design theme base, which is glorious in my opinion. The 3 swappable portraits as shouting, focus, and normal. And of course, we know this is a prototype shown. They have a 360 video there, which is always cool. And it's a 1/4 scale, as we know. The product size, the height is 76.4 centimeters. The width is 36.8 centimeters. And pretty much the depth is 49.8 centimeters. It is 17.7 kilograms, so it is hefty. It's polystone and other materials. All right, now we're looking at the pictures, and these pictures are masterful in my opinion. Again, I love Prime1 Studios pictures. They know how to promote pieces. And this is pretty much a look from above, and it looks great. I love the green. I love everything. I love the concept. He's shouting. He's ready for battle. The portrait is part of the deluxe version, and here you can see it. Now, my only concern would be that the way he's looking down. So this is gonna be something that if you display at I would say below on your display, then you're gonna have a problem. Not a problem, but it's not gonna look as great because you cannot really see his eyes. You cannot really see his face as well. Only the shadows of it. So yeah, this is gonna be better if you display at eye level, so that way you can really see the likeness of the actor in the character, of course. But that base, man, love that base. And this is part of the deluxe version. This is not the regular. I think this is, they're so similar. But man, love the detail. You can see even in his hood, in his cape, you can see that detail there. the likeness is there. Love this portrait, actually. It's not bad at all. This is the one where she's shouting. Now, I noticed something that until now I never really realized, is that it seems that Viggo Mortensen, he has a big nose. Now, is it that the case? I don't know. I was actually trying to look it up and see that he got here it seems like he has a big nose. So I'm not so sure that his nose is as big as this one. So I might be wrong. Maybe I just seen it from maybe my memory is not good. But it doesn't seem like the nose is totally there. But it's just a nitpick. Only on this one. I noticed that mostly on the shouting portrait. Yeah, he has a nose, But on the side, it looks great. Love the hair. Even the sword has some inscriptions there. Very nice. Very cool. He's shouting right there. So there's a difference. Cool. Now from this angle, this is going to be perhaps one of the best angles to look at this. So you can really see his portrait, his face, his expression. But the level of detail here is good. And now these are the swappable head. This is the regular. And this is pretty much one of the deluxe. And this is the thing where I feel that they're so similar, as you can see. I don't see big difference there. The only thing is the colors are different, but it's the same portrait. The paint job is different. As you can see, this one has a little more shadows around his eyes. He looks probably darker, maybe just the photograph. But I don't see any difference at all. So I don't know what was the intention on that. They should have gone for a hooded portrait. So I would love a hooded portrait. But, not bad at all. And then the shouting one. Actually, I like the regular one a lot more than even this one or this one, to be honest. So I would say that if you want to save a little bit of coin, then go, instead of just ordering through them or ordering through somebody else, then probably the regular would be the perfect choice. I don't think you're gonna be wrong with that. And love that. Love the pose, the stoic pose. He was one of the characters that I really love in the films. I really love Viggo as an actor. He's a great actor. I love him at portraying the character. He did a phenomenal job. Now he looked from above. This is a nice one right here. Just the regular is perfect. So definitely you don't really need to go for the deluxe if you don't have to. You can go for the regular. You're still gonna get some, a nice piece. But of course, if you're a completionist, you want to have everything, the shouting face, because it's pretty much is ready to battle. I think that's another choice. So yeah, you're gonna have to go for the deluxe. It's a matter of choice. It depends on how you feel about it. But love the entirety of this concept. Love everything. Since this was hinted, I was impressed. Now, here's the dimensions. And of course, the 76.4 centimeters is counting from pretty much the bottom of the base all the way to the tip of the sword. So, the sword is going to be a challenge for display. Definitely. So this is not something that you can put on I would say a Vista or anything like that. It's going to top with that sword. So you're going to have to do a totally different thing for this. But I'm sure that most people are going to collect this or collecting these pieces. They will have this as a standalone piece or set up in a different place where it has enough space from above. But man, look at that. Love the Army of the Dead. The base is so phenomenal. I think this is the best thing for me on this piece, more than even the statue. And I consider this a great statue, great sculpt. I love that base. Here's another one. You can see different angles with the sword. Again, look at that base, man. Love even the detail on that dead king. It's just amazing. Love the effect, the jade color that they have with that translucent resin. Amazing. And of course, the picture paints it even better. They do the Photoshop, so it looks great. Look at that. King of the Dead and his warriors right there. Amazing. Love that detail there. Man, that's a nice base. And I think that's the selling point for me more than anything else, is just the way the base look. But at any angle, as you can see, this is perhaps the best angle with the shouting face from above. And I'm sure some people will put it on pretty much in a taller display, because that's the way you're going to enjoy this piece the most, whether it's at eye level or above eye level. So man, it's nice. The more and more I see it, the more I like the shouting face. Nice. Love that cape, the hood, all that, the detail they have in his clothing. Looks like leather in there too. Did a terrific job with the likeness. And like they say, like in the description, this is the most accurate piece in the market for Aragorn. There had been others. You know, when you think about the Lord of the Rings, you're always going to have to think about Weta. Weta, it's a fantastic company, but mostly they are on their smaller scale. But this is just on a level of its own. The quality is there. Since these pieces were announced, I was excited. The other pieces that are coming, the orcs and all of that, they look phenomenal. So hopefully Prime1 is able to pull it off and be able to produce as many as possible, or to really complete this collection. Because definitely there is a delayed time right now. This is going to take over a year just to be produced. And right now, some people are complaining, and I totally agree that right now the company has a lot of pre-orders and many of them have been canceled. So it doesn't present the company under a good light, because it seems that they're not fulfilling promises. Like, you can see the detail in the cape, all the texture there. That's super cool. Let me go back to this one. I just skipped, but man, look at that. That's super cool. Love that detail. Love the stone look. And the colors, well done, well sprayed. This definitely is very well done. The paint job is fantastic. Man, love this piece. And again, look at that with the base. That's the base. The base is, to me, the best thing of this piece. But it is not overpowering the, in this case, Aragorn. It's just working alongside it. Because definitely you see there technically 4 statues there: Aragorn, the King of the Dead, and the 2 soldiers right next to him. So there's 4 pieces there. But this King of the Dead that looks impressive is not overpowering the look of Aragorn, and that's a nice, that's pretty much a nice concept, a nice application to the original concept. Yeah, wow, really loving everything. Those really old swords look great. Man, love the clear resin there. Looks good. Yeah, I'm super impressed with this piece. Definitely, it's going to be one that is going to be highly sold out by the Lord of the Rings collectors. There are many Lord of the Rings collectors, so they're going to go after this one for sure. And I think right now Prime1 is really presenting very exciting pieces, and it's giving us a totally different option when you compare it to Weta. I still consider Weta the king for the Lord of the Rings collectibles, but I do believe that Prime1 is trying to get there and is really doing a fantastic job. There's another angle for that base. But man, looking at this, I was thinking, like, made me think about how it would be nice to see maybe collectibles for Pirates of the Caribbean by the Prime1 studio. I'm sure that they can tackle that as well. I don't know, I don't have that glimpse. I was just watching Pirates of the Caribbean last night with my wife, so it just came to mind. I would love to see that. But yeah, I would say this is a nice piece overall. Love the concept, love everything. In my opinion, it is. If you are a Lord of the Rings fan, this is a must-have. Well, guys, there you have it. I am really impressed with this piece. I love the concept. I love the base. It's phenomenal. Has a lot of detail there. Aragorn looks great. The likeness, I would say it's 98, 99% there. Maybe a little bit of something there doesn't seem to add up so well. But it is not bad. I'm disappointed that they just provided one of the deluxe sets is just pretty much the same as the regular. It just, the difference is so minuscule. But I would have preferred something like a hooded portrait or something like that. But it didn't happen. It's going to present a challenge to display because it's looking down. So you're gonna have to display at eye level to really enjoy the whole concept, the portrait, the pose, the base and all. But it is not a bad piece at all. So if you are a fan of the Lord of the Rings, if you are in love with the trilogy, you're going to enjoy this piece. Definitely, it is a must-have for your collection. I would say I applaud Prime1 for really tackling this line and doing it in a really masterful way. But what is your opinion? What do you think? Are you a fan of this piece? Do you think it's not as good for the price? Let me know in the comments below. So once again, my friends, thanks for watching. God bless, take care, and I'll talk to you again. Bye-bye.